Purpose is a powerful driving force in any creator's life. For many, the act of creating is not just about producing paintings, writing stories, composing music, or filming videos. It is about forging a deeper connection with oneself, exploring untapped parts of our identity, and finding meaning beyond what is merely visible. The journey of the creator is, in so many ways, a journey of self-discovery. Through each brushstroke, word, or melody, we not only express our inner world, but we also peel back the layers of our own experience, finding pieces of ourselves we never knew existed. The world often defines success by numbers, followers, views, sales, or accolades. Yet, for those who create from the heart, the value lies elsewhere. It resides in the quiet fulfillment after a long night of writing, the sense of peace derived from sculpting form from chaos, the simple joy of watching thoughts transform into sketches on a blank canvas. This is the place where creators rediscover themselves, not through external validation, but through the intimate act of translating imagination into reality. Why do creators feel compelled to make? For some, creation is a cry for understanding, a way to process the events and emotions that shape their lives. For others, it is a means of escape, a method to construct worlds where the impossible becomes possible, where reality is guided by the whims of the mind. Whether it is an attempt to share personal truths or to simply bring forth beauty, the process of making art, music, literature, or content becomes a mirror. It reflects our hopes, our fears, our wildest dreams, and our deepest insecurities. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of who we are beneath our roles, responsibilities, and routines. But creation offers an antidote, a deliberate pause, a moment to step back from the noise. By engaging in creative expression, we invite ourselves to be vulnerable, to test the boundaries of our comfort zones, and to question what truly matters to us. Each creative endeavor, regardless of scale, serves as a map leading us back to a more authentic version of ourselves. The journey is rarely linear. There are moments of doubt, frustration, and even despair. Creative blocks are inevitable, and sometimes the inner critic speaks louder than any voice of encouragement. But it is in these challenging moments that the act of creation becomes even more significant. It asks us to push past fear, to trust the process, and to allow imperfection. Over time, we learn that failure is not the end. Rather, it is an opportunity for growth, adaptation, and evolution. In struggling to bring our visions into the world, we often discover strengths and resilience we never knew we possessed. Rediscovering oneself through creation is an ongoing process. Each new project, every return to the blank page or empty screen, is an invitation to explore the unexplored territories within, those corners of the mind and spirit that are often neglected. The act itself is transformative. A writer might begin a novel with one intention, only to find their story has revealed hidden truths about their own life. A painter may set out to capture a landscape but end up depicting the contours of their own emotions. Musicians may find their melodies echoing memories they thought they'd forgotten. Purpose in creation, then, is not about meeting a predefined expectation or achieving a particular milestone. It is about the journey inward, about daring to ask, who am I when I create? What parts of myself am I expressing, and what parts am I trying to understand? By embracing this introspective lens, creators develop a greater sense of fulfillment and self-awareness, no matter the external outcomes. Let us remember that creation in its purest form is play. Before the pressures of recognition or the demands of an audience creep in, making art, writing a story, or crafting a song is an act of joy, exploration, and freedom. Children understand this intuitively. Their worlds are shaped by imagination and experimentation. Every painting and story is a new adventure. As we grow older, it becomes our challenge and our responsibility to reclaim this sense of wonder, to approach our creative lives not as tasks to be checked off, but as opportunities for rediscovery. As creators, embracing our unique voices is essential. No two individuals see the world in quite the same way. Our backgrounds, experiences, desires, and pain all combine to form a singular perspective worth sharing. Sometimes, the process of creation reveals aspects of our identity we have hidden or suppressed. We might discover new passions, confront old wounds, or reshape our understanding of purpose altogether. In doing so, we become not just documenters of the human experience, but active participants in our own transformation. There is also profound value in sharing our creative work with others. Community gives us the chance to see ourselves reflected in the eyes of someone else, to realize that our struggles and joys are often shared, that vulnerability creates connection. Receiving feedback, engaging in collaborations, and simply knowing our creations have touched another person can deepen that sense of meaning. While the act of creation is frequently solitary, its ultimate power often lies in its ability to bridge the gaps between individuals, to foster empathy, and to remind us we are not alone. Purpose for the creator is rooted in process, not product. It manifests in the commitment to show up, to wrestle with doubt and uncertainty, and to continue crafting despite setbacks. It is the willingness to redefine what success means, not as external recognition, but as growth, understanding, and self-discovery. This mindset releases us from the pressure to perform for others, and instead invites us to create for ourselves, for the sheer act of transformation. When a creator returns again and again to their craft, they cultivate not just artistic skill, but also mindfulness and presence. Each moment spent shaping a piece of work is an act of self-care, a declaration that their inner voice deserves attention and space. Over time, this practice leads to a greater trust in intuition, an understanding that the creator can rely on their process to guide them through uncertainty. In turn, this strengthens self-belief, a quality that radiates into every area of life. Rediscovering yourself through creation is not reserved for professionals or those with formal training. It exists in the quiet sketches made during lunch breaks, the rambling journal entries, the spontaneous melodies hummed in private, the tentative steps toward expressing long-held aspirations. At its core, creation thrives in authenticity. The courage to be honest, to produce work that is raw and real, allows the creator to see themselves with fresh eyes, to appreciate their journey, to accept their flaws, and to celebrate their growth. In times of transition or uncertainty, creation can provide stability. It offers structure when life feels chaotic, and purpose when the path ahead is unclear. By investing in a creative practice, we give ourselves a sanctuary, a space to explore, to find solace, and to recharge. The act of making becomes an anchor, reminding us of our ability to shape our experiences and carve out moments of meaning amidst the tumult of everyday existence. There is no singular definition of purpose for creators. It is as varied and dynamic as the individuals who walk the creative path. For some, it may be about leaving a legacy, expressing truth, or making sense of the world. For others, it might be purely about joy, curiosity, or healing. What remains constant is the undeniable impact that creative expression has on our sense of self. As you reflect on your own creative journey, consider not just what you want to make, but why you want to make it. What stories, feelings, or questions are you longing to explore? How might the process of creation help you understand yourself more deeply? What lessons are waiting beneath the surface, patiently revealed through each step of your project? By approaching creation as a dialogue with the self, we open new doors. We empower ourselves to break free from the limitations imposed by the outside world, to redefine our sense of value, and to nurture the parts of us that most need attention. Purpose becomes a guiding star, a reason to return to the work day after day, even when the path is uncertain or the results are imperfect. To all creators on the journey of rediscovery, remember that your work matters, not just for what it offers others, but for what it returns to you. Through the act of creation, you are invited to become your own witness, your own confidant, and your own catalyst for growth. Each line drawn, each sentence written, each idea pursued is a small act of courage, a marker on the map leading you home to yourself. When doubt surfaces, as it inevitably will, return to your purpose. Remember that the true value of creative work is not measured by popularity, but by its power to illuminate your own path. You are both the artist and the canvas, the storyteller and the story. In this beautiful, cyclical process, you will continuously uncover new dimensions of your identity, parts waiting to be acknowledged, expressed, and celebrated. Ultimately, rediscovering yourself through creation is a lifelong practice. It requires intention, patience, and a willingness to be both brave and gentle with yourself. Embrace this calling, cherish each moment spent in honest expression, and allow your creative journey to be your compass. In doing so, you will not only enrich your own life, but you might also inspire others to embark on their own paths of creative self-discovery, adding their voices to the ever-unfolding tapestry of what it means to be a creator.